I basically started off, I want to say as a very, very young child, I watched my grandmother really she had a vanity in her bathroom and she would spend hours there getting dressed to go out to special events. And then I would spend afternoons playing in her makeup and with her eyelashes and, you know, rouge, because it was called rouge back then. And powders and things like that, and she just kind of like saw that I had this kind of like love for her vanity, and I think she probably just wanted me to get away from it, so she bought me a Barbie that was with the head, just had the Head and Shoulders, so I would stay away from her makeup and play with my own. And that just kind of just kind of progressed as I, you know, grew up. And, you know, my friends and I in high school, you know, it was more of the 80s, so we would play with these crazy color combinations that we would see in these really amazing eyeshadow compacts. And then from there, I just basically, I think just kept progressing and loving, and my love for makeup just kind of expanded to kind of where I am right now. Yes, I'm the global lead makeup artist at Smashbox. That means a ton of things. One of my main jobs is I work with Davis Factor in creating the images that you see in all of our like advertising and on all of our tester units and things like that. So I'm actually the lead makeup artist for Smashbox. I talk to the beauty press all over the world. So, you know, like here in New Zealand and many, many, many other places. I'm almost like I'm the spokesperson for Smashbox. I do all of our Get the Look videos. So we like to add education into the collections that we do and the products that we create at Smashbox. So we basically do these videos that are tutorials that really help customers understand, you know, or even demystify makeup. We really love to let our customers behind the scenes to really kind of see what we do and the creation of products and how you can actually apply them. I think our philosophy is we really want to make women their own best makeup artist. I do morning TV for Smashbox. I definitely have or do, you know, web. We have our own kind of like, we have our own Smashbox YouTube channel. I feel like I'm forgetting something that I do a lot. I feel like I'm just like, anytime I need someone to do something, I'm like, I can do that. So that's kind of, I'm a jack of all trades, which is good because I hold a lot of different hats, so I never get bored with one thing. I also work with our product development department and helping them and adding an artistry voice to the products and the collections that we create. Definitely involved with trend forecasting. Right now, I think we're working on product that is coming out 2014. That's how far in advance. And I'm always like, I hope this is the right color palette. I'm like, or I'm dead. So yeah, definitely trend forecasting as well. Well, you know, Smashbox has such a very, 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 the heart of who the brand is based in Los Angeles. And the girls, I think, on the West Coast are like girls everywhere. They really have this really eclectic style. So you have the girls that are a little bit more, I don't know, maybe more buttoned up and very, very chic. And then you have your boho chic girls. We have our style in LA is, I think, a mixture of so many different things because people are coming to Los Angeles from everywhere. So we definitely look at who we are as a brand in our environment, and then our studio, because so many different photographers and makeup artists and stylists are shooting in our studios that in Los Angeles, that really leads to what we get to see that's kind of coming out a little bit further, you know, more advanced than some other brands. And we kind of just look at the overall color palette at times, you know, because you get this multitude of colors and themes and things like that. And we really look at the ones that we know really speak to, you know, Smashbox Studios and Smashbox Cosmetics. We are a very different brand since we're the only brand that has a fashion photography studio. So that really, you know, kind of comes into play a lot. The Love Me Color Collection is one of these color collections. It's one of my favorites. I've been at Smashbox over 10 years, and we partnered with street artist Curtis Kulik, who is just an all-around just awesome guy. And I think the thing I love about it is it's really a fresh take on a collaboration. I mean, here is this street artist, skater, kind of regular straight guy who we partnered with to create, I mean, an awesome, awesome color collection. I think we really thought outside the box, the Smashbox box. And we really took a fresh approach to, you know, something that we see in LA. You know, street art is everywhere. Every time you look up You know, and Curtis's Love Me tag is all over, you know, the streets of LA, but he also has a very big global presence. Like, you know, you can find his tag in Turkey and, you know, in London and all over. So we really just kind of took a different approach to it, and it really, I think we complement one another, because Curtis's kind of outlook and his take on art really mirrors Smashbox's kind of take on art as well. I mean, it's the art of cosmetics, so it was one of those collaborations that was just kind of like, was very easy to do. My favorite product from this collection, I think, is Curtis's Love Me, the pin, because it's basically, it was built around, Curtis has a pin that he uses when he does his art, and our liner pin is a reflection of that, which, you know, it's the same kind of pin, and you can get so many different looks. So I love anything that has a multitude, that's you can do a lot of different things with the product. You know what, it's just, I think it's like working with, you know, an everyday woman, except their lifestyles are just very, very, very hectic. So you just have to kind of be mindful of, you know, their space and what's going on with them, and you got to get them done pretty quick, because, you know, they only have a certain amount of time. But they're like every other woman. They're moms, and, you know, they're wives, and I have had the luxury of working with like women that are really, really pleasant to work with. Sandra was really nice, and Paris is just Paris. You know, she's like an everyday girl, so I'm very lucky. Of course, that's where I got my start. I actually started at a makeup counter, so that's my kind of like basis of, you know, I started doing everyday women way back in the day, and that kind of, I think that's a really great kind of like really great training for any makeup artist, in the sense that you're working on everyday faces that walk up and they're like, I want to look like you, and I'm like, well, I'm not a magician, but I can get you close. How about that? So definitely. I feel like women still are challenged by how to apply their makeup. Maybe they're used to the kind of like 1, 2, 3s of makeup, where they start applying makeup at their forehead and end at their chin, and they wear it a little bit maybe too heavy. Sometimes the undertones aren't correct. And sometimes I think that they kind of get almost stuck in a rut where they've been doing their makeup the same way for 10 or 20 years. And makeup changes, you know, lately in the last 5 years, there have been so many new technologies and just so many just advancements in foundation and powder and eyeshadow and all these things. And I think we tend to get stuck in, this has always worked, and I don't know, you know, this is almost safe, and you don't know what to try next. But there's so many, I mean, primer in the last 5 years has just been like crazy, and it's like a Smashbox staple product. First thing I would tell any woman that has never used a primer, I'm like, imagine that you are painting your wall in your bedroom. You wouldn't go from black to white. You would want to take a step and almost like prime it to get it ready to receive the new color. That's the exact same thing primers are. Primers really kind of just create that beautiful surface, so that when you put your foundation on, it's just going to wear better and look better longer. And that's really what it is. I feel like women don't understand, and there's so many different primers now. I mean, when I started at Smashbox, there was 1, and now we're up to 9 different primers. So they really address skin concerns, and I think women in the past were so used to their foundation being the one thing that fixed everything, and now you actually can put this step of primer in, and it's going to improve your skin before you have to put your foundation on, so your skin's going to look more natural, almost like you're not wearing anything, which is a look that I absolutely love. I'm always like, after you get your foundation on, literally, if you do the 3 L's, it's liner, lips, and lashes. It's like so easy. Get that skin perfect, little mascara, little eyeliner, and lashes, and you can go. And I'm also a big fan of blush, so a little pop of color on the cheeks never hurt. A lot of the products that Smashbox has now, we tend to put a lot of skincare into a lot of our different foundations and priming products. We have a primer that actually has anti-aging benefits, and it has you know, SPF 20, so it's actually great because it protects your skin from the elements. So that's basically age later, and it helps with the age that you've already had because of the anti-aging ingredient in it. We, like our BB cream is a hydrator, so we tend to really put a lot of these elements so that you can almost take a step out of your regimen by using the products that we create. Well, I will say that there are some definitely new eyeshadow palettes. There is a brand new foundation that's coming out that is, the technology behind it is like no other. I think the sky's the limit. Our color, we're really color focused. You know, at Smashbox, we've always been the brand that really kind of, we like to follow technology. Technology is so important to us. I think that comes from, you know, what we see that we're using in the studios, because as photography and film changes, our makeup and how we apply things and create things has to change as well. So I think what anyone who is really gonna, you know, Smashbox 5 years from now, you're gonna see foundations that look even more like skin, that are gonna have these healthy skin benefits. You're gonna see mascaras that are gonna really help with, like, you know, conditioning the lashes. You're gonna see lip products that will have SPF and protect and make your lips look better. So I think, you know, the sky's the limit.
Great. Thank you so much, Lori.
Thank you so much.